Hi, students. This is a short video to let you know how you should be writing journal entries in our English 102 class. Um, so every week, you will be assigned 2 to 4, maybe sometimes 6 poems to read throughout the week. And often I will ask you to pick one to write a journal entry about. So in order to do that, you're going to need this handout, Questions to Consider When Reading a Poem. And if you need to, you might also look over the written guidelines for journal entries. So I'm going to go over that handout with you right now. Hold on just a sec. The general guidelines for English 102 journal entries on poems. You're going to pick one of the assigned poems to write about. And then you're going to look at this other handout, which I'll show you in just a second, called Questions to Consider When Reading a Poem. And on that handout, there are just a bunch of questions. And you're going to just pick any 4 questions on that handout to respond to, any 4 you feel like writing about. And I'll talk about that more in a minute when I show you that handout. Your journal entry should be at least 1 double-spaced typed page. Don't worry too much about grammar, punctuation, or spelling. You're not being graded on that. This is just a thinking exercise. This is just me asking you to do a little thinking about the poem before we discuss it. Keep in mind it's okay and even encouraged to explore a question rather than give a definitive answer to it. So you might say, well, on one hand, I think this is going on, but on the other hand, I sort of wonder if something different is going on than what I thought. So this is a place to just give your honest sort of reaction to the poem. It's fine to say you hate the poem. It's fine to say you're confused by it. It's fine to say you don't get it. But if you write about not getting it, do try to ask a question about it. Like, what I don't get is, I wonder why, the poet says this or that. Feel free to express confusion, frustration, or irritation. If you can, try to put those feelings into specific questions or comments. What does the poet mean by, or I think it's stupid when he or she writes because. Try to use the journal entry as a place where you put down your most honest thoughts and feelings about the poem. These are private between you and me, so you can be sure I won't share anything from your journal entry. You will have an opportunity to share your impressions of the poem with your classmates in our class discussion. All right, I want to show you now the questions to consider when reading a poem handout, which is this one. And on this handout, did I just do that wrong? Yes, I did. Somehow I lost it. Here it is. On this handout, you'll see there are all these questions to answer about a poem, and you only have to pick 4 of them. So you might pick the 4 that are easiest for you. You might pick a couple that are easy and a couple that are challenging, whatever you find useful. When I say 4 questions, I don't mean you have to answer all the questions in one, A, B, C, D, or all the questions in 2. I mean, you can answer 1A and 2C and 3B and 4A, and that counts as your 4 questions. So this is a very low stakes assignment. It's mostly graded on completion. So don't worry about being brilliant. Don't worry about, getting the right answer. Just use this as a thinking tool for you to kind of wrestle with the poem and explore it. You shouldn't spend more than 30 minutes tops on these. Just use it as, a tool for you, get it out, turn it in, and move on to your other work. Use it as a way for you to reflect on the poem for yourself and for your own reading and thinking. Okay, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.